number 2 of our Shelby District semifinal doubleheader. The top seed Margaretta Lady Bears will take on the 7th seed Lady Royals of Wynford, looking to continue its Cinderella run to a district championship. Who will play number 2 Upper Sandusky? We will find out on your smartphone, TV, PC, tablet, any smart device you have, and it's coming your way next.
At Lacey Construction, they understand that finding the right company for your home improvement needs can be very stressful. The professionals at Lacey Construction can help alleviate that stress. Quality materials, professional employees, and they offer great financing options along with 1 year of interest-free financing. So now is the very best time to get those energy-saving new windows, insulation, and vinyl siding installed. Call Lacey Construction at 266-9916.
Welcome you back to Shelby High School for Game 2 of this Division III Shelby District semifinal between 7th-seeded Wynford and top-seeded Margaretta. Travis Berardi alongside Mark Bollinger here, just over 7:45 p.m. We get you right inside the Spherion Mid-Ohio pre-game show. And Mark, after the pretty darn good performance by one Northern 10 team to move on, can we see it again from the Cinderella Wynford Lady Royals?
Yeah, it'll be a big opportunity here for the Lady Royals. They're definitely coming in as the underdog. Finished the regular season 6-8 in the Northern 10, 12-10 overall record, but won their first 2 tournament games on a little bit of a run here late. Won 6 of their last 8 games, so they're trending in the right direction, and they're going to need to bring their A game tonight to knock off this top-seeded Margaretta Bears squad.
They upset 3rd-seeded and rival Colonel Crawford 40-35 on Saturday. Scoring-wise, offensively, 45.4 points per game. Defensively, giving up under 40. Shooting-wise, 40% from 2, 27% from 3, and they shoot 60% from the free throw line. But whenever you have the last name Sheldon coaching a team, you know they got a chance.
They're going to have a chance, and looking at those stats and the numbers and what we know, they're going to want to try to keep this a lower scoring game in the 30s if they're going to have a chance to win.
And now let's take a look at the players' spotlight for the Lady Royals, and it is one Grace Stucky, first team All District 6 honoree this season, averaging 11 points per game, and she put up 9 big points against Colonel Crawford.
Well, not only averaging 11 points a game, but she also comes in averaging over 7 rebounds a game. Had a great junior campaign, bounced back again this year with another stellar season as a senior. Earned those first team District 6 honors, and she's going to be a crucial part of this upset bid tonight for the Royals.
They take on the top seed, defending district champion Margaretta Lady Bears, as they come in to this one, the top seed in the district under head coach Ray Neal. 18-6. They are the Sandusky Bay Division champions. They knocked off 11th seeded and 12th seeded Crestview and Galleon, the 2 bottom seeds, by a 134-40 margin.
Well, at the tournament draw when that came out, everybody kind of knew that it was probably going to be some scores that looked like that. And give credit to Margaretta. They did what the top seed's supposed to do. They came out and took care of business. Now they advanced into district play. They'll get a shot tonight at the Royals.
And one player to watch for, Kylie Liebacker. Yes, she's back from injury, but one player has been doing this all season long. Another first-team All-District honoree, Eden Palomo. 11.7 points per game. She led the team, the second on the team, I should say, in scoring, 16 points versus the Lady Cougars at Crestview in the sectional championship. And
she's going to be a key to trying to get this to be a little bit more up-tempo. Margaretta's going to want the game in the high 40s or 50s, if not higher. As I said, Wynford's going to try to get the ball, keep the game in the 30s. Margaretta's want to increase the pace, try to get into a higher scoring affair.
We want to welcome everybody watching live and free on the OH Report this evening. Let us know where you're watching from here for game number 2. Where are you watching game number 1? What did you think of the first game of our doubleheader tonight? We have 3 doubleheaders tonight. Mansfield Christian Danbury went on earlier in D4. Danbury was pulling away. I'll see if I can get a score from that one. Also, Perkins and Bellevue played in the first game of the D2 Ashland District semifinal. We'll have Norwalk, the top seed, and Shelby going on in the second game. And then back in Willard, we have Buckeye Central, the top seed, and South Central, the 4 seed. So, a couple keys for you for both sides, Coach.
Well, as we kind of talked about a little bit as we're introducing the teams, key is what kind of tempo is going to be played. You know, Wynford comes in here, if you're not familiar with the Lady Royals program, 9 players healthy in the program. Didn't play JV season, had 10 to start, 1 with an injury. So 9 players dressed, so depth is an issue, inexperience, a little bit towards the end of the bench, but they bring 4 starters back. But again, controlling the tempo. What will Wynford do? Can they slow it down compared to Margaretta, who wants to get the tempo going?
Set it down to the floor for the anthem. So back here.
Jumping right back in.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yep. Second key, I think, is going to be the start. Can Wynford come out and get off to a good start, stay around that underdog role, to stick around, and see if the pressure starts to build on Margaretta. So first 3 or 4 minutes, I think we're going to have a pretty good idea how this one's going to go. Can Margaretta come out and jump on Wynford early, or can the Royals come out and hang around and make this a competitive one tonight?
And for Margaretta as well, they get one of the best players in the district back in Kylie Liebacker. She's playing, I believe, in her 9th game now off of injury, but she's back to 100%. And with her and Palomo, they're a big 1-2 punch, and that's why they're the #1 seed.
It's definitely a tough combination to play against, and the Lady Royals are going to have their work cut out for them. But Wynford has the ability. They've got some size. They can make things tough defensively, and they're going to come in with a game plan, probably trying to take those two out of the offensive scheme for Margaretta. We'll see how successful they can be early.
As the reserves are going to be announced. I apologize, I don't have the graphics for starters because the fine folks here at Shelby put random numbers up until the last 2 minutes, and I put those numbers in instead of the correct ones. So we'll send it down to the floor when the players are announced. So we'll get both starting lineups on camera here in a moment after the reserves are announced for both sides. But don't count out these Lady Royals the way they've been playing as of late.
Well, yeah, they've won 6 of their last 8, as we said. Nice little win streak here. Played well, pulling the upset over Colonel Crawford. So, again, you get into tournament time, throw the records out. You never know what's going to happen. Before the game, we were talking about some of the scores and games around the state, and you were talking about how one of the top teams in Division III boys in the entire state, Worthington Christian, they had a first-round game last night. Everybody was expecting a 40 to 50-point win over West Jefferson. Ended up 47 to 44. Worthington Christian pulled it out. So again, highly favored seeds lose all the time. You have to come out and earn it, and that's what Margaretta is going to try to do tonight.
All right, let's send it down to the floor for the starting lineups.
Your starters tonight for Wynford, number 10, Meredith England. Number 11, Reese McGuire. Number 15, Grace Stucky. Number 33, Alexis Stevens. And number 45, Katie Wagner. Your starters for tonight for Margaretta. Number 0, Lily Edwards. Number 1, Jan Palomo. Number 4, Palomo. Number 10, Diane Ibach. And number 22, Jennifer Patrick. Your coaches for tonight for Margaretta, Ray Neal, and for Wynford, Amy Shelby.
So there are the starting lineups for both sides as we are just about ready to go here in this second Division III district semifinal. The winner will take on Upper Sandusky, the 2 seed, on Saturday at 6 o'clock right back here at Shelby High School. The winner will head on to Elida High School in the regional. Any final words, Coach, before you get this off?
Hey, one thing I really like about Wynford here is, they bring back 4 girls that started last year, in at least their second season starting. So they're an experienced squad. See if they can handle this immense pressure as Margaretta comes out trapping to start this one.
So the Lady Royals with the first possession. That's Grace Stucky in the corner. They work it back around. That's Alexis Stevely for 3 off the back iron, no good. Rebound, fought for. It's a jump ball, and it will be Lady Bears possession, their first possession of the game.
Well, Lady Royals did a nice job, handled that first possession well. Got the ball out of the trap, moved against the zone. Wide open 3, didn't go, but it was the kind of look that you want if you're going to pull the upset.
Top seed Margaretta with its first possession of this game.
Bears overloading the left side to bring back the right side. Nice cut to the basket.
Quick ball movement. We're going to get a foul and free throws to start things off for the Lady Bears. So you take a look at the Scout Construction replay. Fouls on Stevely, her first.
Nice little job there, just flash cut, block to block. She's able to get a touch, missed the first free throw.
Jennifer Patrick at the line, looking to get the second of 2. She can't. Ball deflected out of bounds, and it will go to Wynford, so we remain scoreless here. 44 seconds in.
Now the Bears extend the pressure. Matched up face guarding. McGuire gets it out of the double. Good job reversing the ball by the Lady Royals.
Into Stevely. Now to the corner. Into the lane, kicks it left side. Reese McGuire puts it up off the back iron, no good. They're 0 for 2 from 3. Quickly ahead. Kylie Liebacker, but overthrown. And Wynford will get the ball back. So you're seeing a little bit of the jitters from both sides.
Yeah, but if you look at it, Wynford 2 shot attempts. 2 good looks from 3. They didn't go down,
get it in.
But you got the shots you wanted.
Katie Wagner with it.
Just can they hold up against this pressure?
Meredith Engler gets across the timeline, crosses over. Hands it off to Stevely, but it's deflected. It'll stay. No, we're going to get a backcourt violation.
Yeah, I think it went off of her thigh.
We'll take a look at the replay right here. Yep, you're right. Maybe off the knee. So a turnover, and Margaretta will get the ball back. Inside, looking for the pass across, nearly lost by Patrick, but she'll get it back and skip it back out to Edwards to reset. Puts it up, no good, and out of bounds.
The Lady Bears just not sharp with the basketball. Their passes aren't on target where they want them. Just a little bit of struggle here in their first 3 possessions.
Now, Margaretta, they did struggle against Monroeville in the first half of their sectional game before pulling away late. It's maybe something that Coach Taylor Sheldon saw game planning for in this one.
And that's okay. The longer this goes, the more confidence the Lady Royals are going to gain.
Works it around to Grace Stucky. She'll try a 3. No good again. Rebound to Eden Palomo.
But they got what they wanted to move the ball, reversed it off the double team.
Liebacker can't get it to fall, but Palomo's there with the offensive board. Left side, Keller, skip back out to Liebacker. 5:30 left here, opening quarter. We're scoreless. Edwards to the lane, picks up her dribble, kicks it back out. Keller now.
Lady Royals hedging those ball screens on the high side.
Another offensive board, another kick out. Edwards will drive it into the lane. Deflected. Back comes Wynford on the block. McGuire spins, puts it up off the glass, won't go. Ball deflected out, and it will go to Margaretta as we remain scoreless here, almost 3 minutes in.
Basket's tough to come by. Ask Clear Fork. They understood that in that second half.
Yeah. 44-34 was the final there. Five minutes left, opening quarter. Who will score first? Liebacker kicks it back out.
Wynford really helping a lot in the paint.
Corner shot, no good. Rebound, saved by Liebacker.
Well, 3rd offensive rebound for Margaretta. There's number 4.
Make it 4.
You're not going to pull an upset if you continue to give the number 1 seed second chances.
Inside, finally Liebacker gets it to go.
Yeah, just the offensive rebounding there cost the Lady Royals. 3 chances, and Margaretta finally converts to put the first 2 on the board.
2-0. Ball on the floor, but saved.
Good hustle by Engler.
Almost turned over again. That's deflected off of Margaretta. The referees are going to talk, though. Maybe we're going to get changed. We will. It's a turnover. Take a look at the first bucket of the game.
Good job. Fake going over her right shoulder, came back middle. Was able to finish. So almost 4 minutes in, 2-0 lead for the Lady Bears.
Edwards hits a big screen, but loses the handle, gets it back. Heck now into the game. Reagan Heck fouled. I want to take a look at this replay before I say anything.
I think she got bailed out there by the official. Looked like good defense by the Lady Royals. Hands straight up.
Katie Wagner called for her first foul. And we'll get a timeout by head coach Amy Taylor Sheldon. 2-0 at the midway point of the first quarter, as we all expected. Defensive battle here between 7 and 1.
Yeah, just a few numbers for you here in the first 4 minutes. Margaretta, 1 of 4 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, 0 of 2 from the free throw line. Wynford, of course, still scoreless here, 0 of 4 from the field, over 3 from three-point range. Both teams with 2 turnovers.
2-0 the score here on the First Federal Community Bank scoreboard. As somebody's about to get towed outside.
And thank goodness it wasn't us.
Nope. So they call it a shooting foul. Reagan Heck will go to the line for 2. Makes the first. Second free throw off the rim and in. Three in the air, another miss, and another board for Margaretta. So a cold start here for Wynford.
And McGuire with her second look from 3, wide open.
Almost had a double dribble there.
She's going to get a couple of these to fall if she keeps getting those looks like this the rest of the night. Nice defensive effort.
Put back, no good. Ball fought for, and a foul against Margaretta. That's going to go against Keller, her first, team's first.
Wagner real active with her hands there, slid over and dug that one out. You're Wynford, you're 3.5 minutes ago in the first quarter, you still haven't scored, but you're still right there, and you have to feel good. You've gotten great looks. You just haven't got the ball to go in the hoop.
Wynford turns it over again on the full court pressure. Palomo into the corner, kick back out. Three minutes left in the quarter, and it's turned over.
Tried to run the high ball screen, post exchange. The roll wasn't there. Margaretta thought it was deflected out of bounds. Wynford says, no, we'll take it. Third turnover for the Bears, 3 for each team.
Wynford yet to get on the board. Looking to reset, but it's stripped away. Edwards with the steal. Gets it ahead, layup shot off the rim, no good. And another foul. That's going to be Grace Stucky's first. This one getting called a little bit closer than the Upper Sandusky Clear Fork game.
Quite a bit closer so far. We'll see if teams adjust.
Trap in the corner, but they're able to get back out. Inside the three-point line, off the iron, no good.
Nice job boxing out by the Lady Royals. Just couldn't come up with it. But they did a good job getting bodies on people, but another unforced turnover.
Margaretta throws it away.
Well, if you're a Margaretta fan, definitely not what you expect, or even a basketball fan in general, from the #1 seed. Sloppy start here for the Bears.
Working it back around. Inside, but again forced and turned over. Back comes Margaretta. Spin move up, in and out, but we'll have 2 more free throws.
And Margaretta pushing in transition simply just outran the Royals down the court. I think Wagner's going to get her second.
And that is right. Zoe Whitmire in for Wynford. First free throw good. Heck 3 for 3 so far from the line.
The lefty looks really comfortable, steps up there, and said 3 for 3. And of course, 3 for 4.
There is the announcer jinx. I am so sorry, Reagan. 5-0 now as we approach 2 minutes left in the quarter. Finally able to get it inside to Whitmire. She puts it up, she's fouled, and Wynford with a chance to finally get it on the board here.
Well, maybe that's the answer. Get themselves to the free throw line. Royals 0 for 5 to start the ball game from the field.
Fouls on Jennifer Patrick, her first. And Wynford indeed is on the board. Missed the second. And back comes Liebacker. She travels.
A little bit out of control. She went on that spin move. Got the top part of her body out over her hips. Travel with the basketball. 5th turnover of the quarter already for Margaretta. Just the first 6 minutes. But again, here comes the Margaretta pressure.
Got to get it across the timeline, and they do. Into the lane, and a foul underneath against Margaretta. That one's going to go against Keller, her second. J.L. Keller, the guard, will check out as Palomo will come back in.
Cross screen, screen the screener.
Gets it back out. They'll reset with 1:40 left in the quarter. 5-1 Margaretta. A grand slam and a solo shot has the Polar Bears ahead. Right side, 3 in the air. Yes, finally Wynford able to get a field goal.
3-run homer there.
Stevely with the 450-foot bomb makes it 5-4 back on the other end. Deep shot, no good. And now, just like that, the Lady Royals have a chance to take the lead.
Well, and the tempo is what Wynford wants. Low-scoring game. Playing right in their hands.
Good pass inside. Wynford's got the lead.
What a great set there by the Royals. Wing entry, back screen, was able to get it over the top for the layup. 6-5 Wynford.
Stucky with the easy bunny. Under a minute to go. 6-5 Wynford. Heck gets it back to Palomo. She'll drive it in, kick it left side. Liebacker fakes the 3. Won't dish it back out to Edwards with 30 seconds left.
Yeah, I thought they were holding it for the last shot. And they had that aggressive drive to the basket. See if they take the open look, if they get it on a layup. Looks like
man-to-man with a lot of help.
Yep.
15 seconds left. And they will hold.
Look for Palomo to create here. Oh, there's a charge.
Offensive foul. What a possession by Wynford defensively.
Well, you talked about the help side being there, and it was there.
The first on Lily Edwards.
I think it was Stevely slid over and took the charge. Great job rotating from the help side, got out to the block, took the charge, and looks like Wynford takes care of it here. They're going to go to the second quarter with the lead.
Unless they turn it over real quick, but that's not going to happen. 3, 2 seconds, 1 second. Stucky puts it up at the buzzer, gets blocked from behind. I want to see that replay one more time. Look at this on Scout Construction replay. That
close.
Clean.
It was close.
It was close. But nonetheless, that's the first quarter, and the Wynford Lady Royals, the 7 seed, leads after 1 on the 1 seed Lady Bears of Margaretta. We'll be back live and free after this break. Quarter number 2 underway. It's Wynford barely gets the inbounds pass, and Amy Taylor Sheldon's going to have to get a timeout. But what a start for the Lady Royals.
Couldn't have drawn it up much better for the Lady Royals. Low scoring, 6-5. Defensively did a real nice job holding Margaretta to just 1 of 8 shooting from the floor.
And this is what they do. They hold teams to low numbers like they did against third-seeded Colonel Crawford. So we take a look up right down the road at Ashland High School, the Division II district semi between top-seeded Norwalk and 4th-seeded Shelby, and as expected, 14-13 Norwalk. But what about the comeback the Lady Truckers had against Mansfield Senior last week?
Amazing, amazing.
Down
Talk
12
about a
halfway
never
through the
say
fourth.
die attitude. I mean, yeah, it was late. It wasn't like a beginning of the fourth quarter. It was, halfway through the fourth. And, you look around, and for Shelby, they're the only team left. They're carrying the MOAC banner at this point.
That layup no good. They broke the press, but a little too fast going down the floor, unable to get the shot off. Liebacker only with 2 points. Palomo held scoreless in that first quarter. Liebacker gets to the lane, scoops, and she will go to the line for 2. And that is what she does so well, able to take it to the hole, keep her composure, and either draw a foul or get the bucket to go.
Yeah, and she did a real nice job there. If she saw that the help side defender was a little late getting over there, she was able to get it all the way there, get to the free throw line.
And she ties it up. Second free throw coming up for Kylie. Nails them both. Margaretta leads again. 7-6. Quick release 3 off the back iron. No good. Ball knocked out. Save, deflected off, and it's going to stay with Wynford. What an effort there.
Great
by
hustle.
the Lady Royals. Let me get a number. It was Stucky. Effort plays are what win you tournament games.
Absolutely. So critical in close games. Just getting the extra possession. Now can they capitalize?
Jennifer Patrick checks in. 3 in the air. Again off the mark, but another offensive board.
Stucky again. Able to come up with it.
Engler goes to her right, nearly gets trapped, but she'll keep her dribble and get out of it. Look, the backdoor cut. It's off the back of a Margaretta player. Forced up, no good, deflected out, but it will go to Margaretta after all of that.
Yeah, I say the Wynford player was standing out of bounds, reached in and knocked it away. I think it was Stucky.
But I think it was a smart play by her anyway to touch the ball to keep Margaretta from getting out in transition.
Make it a dead ball, absolutely.
Yes.
Create the dead ball instead of the live ball turnover or miss.
6:45 left here, first half, 7-6 Margaretta. Edwards.
Margaretta really trying to isolate in the post.
She gets around some traffic, picks up her dribble, but she's going to be bailed out with a foul. That's going to be Stucky's second. So if you're head coach Jerry Vent, him and the Lady Rams are sitting off to the left of us. What are you seeing right now from both these teams that you can use in practice to get ready for Saturday?
Well, I think the first thing you're seeing is you hope whoever you play plays at the level they're playing at right now, because it has not been a well-played game so far, which is exactly what Wynford wants to do as a lower seed. You want to muddy it up a little bit, make it an ugly game. You don't want to make it a skill game when you're a severe underdog. So if you're Coach Vent, you're just watching like, okay, I hope you play like this against us. But I think part of it is you try to take the emotion out of it, try to relax, enjoy your win, and what happens, happens. You don't want to get caught rooting for a team that you might play.
Palomo finally on the board. She gets the tough layup to go. It's a 3-point game. Well, also when you have the two bigs inside in Isles and Stowers, you're able to, really game plan for anybody that can't,
Correct.
match the height. As we take a look at the replay on the Scout Construction replay of the bucket.
Yeah, and you're in a danger zone area here if you're Wynford here. 4-0 run here to start second quarter by Margaretta. Their ball. We've had a few turnovers. You can't let this one get away. Stay close. Get a stop. Stay close.
Liebacker step back. No good. Rebound to Wynford. So they get ahead, but good defensive stop by Edwards to, once again, like Wynford did earlier, allow the defense to reset. No transition for the Lady Royals.
And as active as Margaretta is in the backcourt with the trapping and the pressing, maybe, ahead to try to really push the ball quickly up the sideline and see if you can get some numbered 4-on-3 breaks and get some easy offense.
Lady Royals corner jumper too strong. Rebound out the linebacker.
Good pass by Engler there. Was able to penetrate and kick it out to the open shooter.
Heck, left side to linebacker. Kicks it back out as we get up to 5 minutes left here in the first half.
Again, Wynford defensive effort. Great job on that help side, especially down low. Just sliding over, making sure they can't get that ball to the post or get anything easy. They've stymied the Margaretta offense here so far this ball game.
Gets it outside for three.
But
Lily Edwards.
But just like that, you have a little breakdown. You don't get to a shooter, and they make you pay for it.
6-point Lady Bear lead. They get the strip and the steal. Little momentum shift here by the Lady Bears. .7-0 run here to start the second quarter. Good deflection keeps Wynford from allowing the bucket as we take a look at the three. And it's just an easy screen and just wasn't able to work her way through.
Just a little down screen. Tried to come through on the top side. Shooter's able to get her feet set.
Got to get it in.
Got a piece. There you go.
Stolen away. And here comes Wynford. McGuire into the lane. Jumps, puts it up and in. A big bucket for the Lady Royals to stop some of that momentum.
Good finish there by McGuire.
Jump stop. We talked about this a few games ago. You got to appreciate a good jump stop.
Yeah, and so many times in today's game, the defender's trying to make that block and that highlight play and flies right by. But it was, I think, Caldwell that got a piece of that on the inbounds, and McGuire was able to come up with it and take it to the other end and finish.
Skip left side. Edwards for another three, and she got another one. .15-8.
Just too easy. Last two possessions, 2 open shots.
Right into the middle, and we're going to get a foul. For a second, I was going to say she had a couple people open on the outside, but instead, Whitmire will go to the line after Liebacker's first foul.
Yeah, she had Kenna Caldwell in this baseline corner. Instead, she chose to attack the basket, and Whitmire's going to get a chance to cut into this lead.
In and out on the first. 1 of 3 from the line today. 3:44 left on the First Federal Community Bank scoreboard. 15-8 in favor of the top seed in the district. Liebacker and Heck take a seat as the seconds missed as well. Edwards hands off to Keller. Bit of a weave here as Palomo takes it. Nice spin move, gets into the lane, pass inside, layup shot missed. Didn't use the backboard, but Patrick gets her own rebound. 3 in the air now, yes! Pays off. Timeout, Margaretta.
Well, 6th offensive rebound for Margaretta, and that's cost Wynford dearly. I think 6 offensive rebounds. I think Margaretta has 5 points or 6 points off of second chances. Royals just need to finish possessions with the defensive rebound.
18-8 to 8 to score. Margaretta has hit 3 threes here in this second quarter. So take a look back down the road at Shelby. Norwalk holding on to the 2-point lead as we go under a minute left in the first half. And let's send it there right now.
And a 3 count there before she gets it off, and Coach Lance wants another TO.
Yeah, just great defensive pressure that time, denying. Once she picked the ball up, there was just nowhere to go. The Lady Truckers took a
Brian Skoronsky and Effie James finally on the call this year with us.
Effie's on the
for
call.
Basketball. As that game getting ready to head to the break, we'll have some more look-ins from there as the game goes on. We'll try and get you a look-in at Buckeye Central and South Central as well. Hayden Gray and Joe Baylog on the call of that on this district semifinal Thursday on the OH Report. Wynford down 10 now.
Crucial 3 minutes here for the Lady Royals. Down 10. You want to at least stay here or cut into the lead. You don't want it to get any bigger before going into the locker room break.
Engler. Nice ball move, puts it up, but doesn't use the glass, however. She gets her own rebound back.
Great hesitation there by Engler, who was able to free herself up. Finish just wasn't there.
McGuire back to Engler. Under 3 to play in the half. McGuire, handoff to Stevely. Back to McGuire. Turns around, misses. And another timeout by Margaretta as they saw something. Norwalk got a big steal. They'll head to the break up 4. So 2:35 remaining here in this half. Margaretta holding on to the 10-point lead at the moment, 18-8. They've held Wynford to 2 points here in the second quarter.
Lady Royals struggling from the field, just 4 of 15 on the night. Couple that with 7 turnovers, and that's why they're sitting with only 8 points.
Margaretta pretty much playing upper Sandusky ball in this second quarter.
But again, if you're Wynford, you still have to be relatively happy with where you're at. You're only down 10. You haven't shot the ball well. You've turned it over. Just the Wynford's defensive effort has been really good so far.
Inside, back out, 3 in the air. Another one goes. Keller's first field goal. 3-pointer number 4 of the quarter. It's 21-8.
And there's the difference the 3-point shot can make in a game. As you said, 4 straight threes now for Margaretta. All of a sudden, 12 quick points.
That 3 in the air is going to be short and rebounded by the Lady Bears. Nice pass inside, layup good. Now it's getting out of hand.
Starting to roll downhill here.
But just looking at this Margaretta team reminds me so much of Upper Sandusky.
Very, very similar in both teams. It's going to be fun to watch that. If those two end up playing each other, it's going to be fun to watch the defensive effort by both squads.
McGuire can't hit.
They really get after it on the defensive end.
Under 90 seconds left in the half, 23-8. Edwards back out to Keller. 1:10 left. They're going to be happy going into the half, even if they hold on to this the rest of the quarter.
See if Margaretta plays through the high post here. Try to get the last shot.
And now Coach Neal calling for one shot with 45 seconds left. Keller behind the back, backs out. They'll reset the 5-second count. Shot clock is off.
As always.
Nice deflection out of bounds. It will stay, though, with.
Was that a not so subtle hint to the OHSAA to make a change?
No, I'm just they're allowed to keep it. There's no shot clock. Just that it's not 4-2.
It's so funny. You go to boys games, girls games, and so many times you hear people in the crowd or media, people just talking like, when is Ohio going to go to the shot clock?
Joe Baylog doesn't want it. I've talked to him a couple times about it. I don't. If they go to it, fine. If they don't, I'm okay with that as well. 5 seconds left. We're finally going to get a shot off here. Open 3 at the buzzer. No good, and that's how the half is going to end. But Margaretta with a big second quarter takes the 23-8 lead into the half. We'll take a break when we come back to Spherion Mid-Ohio halftime report, live and free, right here, exclusively on the OH Report.
At Bo Lacey Construction, they understand that finding the right company for your home improvement needs can be very stressful. The professionals at Bo Lacey Construction can help alleviate that stress. Quality materials, professional employees, and they offer great financing options along with 1 year of interest-free financing. So now is the very best time to get those energy-saving new windows, insulation, and vinyl siding installed. Call Bo Lacey Construction at 266-9916.
Yo, these are the bomb!
And they're air popped, not fried.
Popcorners. You're an artist.
Actually, Jesse, it's just basic ingredients. No, we don't eat our own supply.
Mr. White!
Jesse.
Everyone's gonna want to taste. And I know just the guy to talk to.
What are these?
We call them popcorners.
Say their name. Popcorners!
Take! Yeah! How much of this stuff do you have? We've got 6 signature flavors, Joe.
7! You make 7!
7.
7 works.
Yeah.
Popcorners. Break into something good.
We're gonna eat a lot of snacks together.
But enough about me. Let's start the show. Starring me.
Hop in the car, watch it go vroom, vroom. I told her mom that I will soon. Knew as a child back in the womb. Oh, told her step back, I need my room. Hop in the car, watch it go vroom. I'm in a whip, so I gotta zoom. They tryna talk, they not in a room. I've been so real, I'm dead to the tomb. They in the way.
Coffee light on the soy milk and gently stirred. Don't forget the sugar this time either.
I'm doing fine. Don't see the vision, they looking so blind. I hear my
Back here at Shelby High School, halftime of game number 2, where Margaretta leads Wynford 23-8, and we're joined by a special guest, Upper Sandusky, victorious Upper Sandusky head coach Jerry Vent. They knocked off Clear Fork 44-34 in our first game. First of all, Coach, congratulations. We were talking during the break that you know at halftime, the game really changed in the second half for you because you had to remind your girls the scouting report, and you guys perfected it in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, our girls are so cerebral when it comes to the scouting report. They really soak that stuff up. And we came out and started out pretty well. Obviously, we got off to a good start offensively, and we were limiting their looks. But then we had a stretch there, I don't know, probably 5-6 minutes where they broke us down pretty well and got some open looks. So, yeah, at halftime I had to nicely remind them what our scouting report was about limiting how many open threes we give up. I mean, obviously a team like Clear Fork that shoots 25, 26 threes a game, you know, they're going to get some to go, but you have to limit how many of those are open. And I thought in the second quarter we struggled a little bit, but we came out and locked down in the second half really well, especially that third quarter. I told them at halftime as well, like the first 3-4 minutes are going to be huge because we can't let them get that 5-6 point lead because then they like to spread it out a little bit. Mm-hmm. And then if you have to come out and guard them, they have the athletes that can break you down and get some layups going to the rim. They kind of did that at the end of the first half, and luckily they missed a couple of them actually. But
yeah,
our girls did a tremendous job of fixing some things at halftime. It wasn't really an adjustment. I just had to remind them, like, hey, this is what we want to do. So.
And I'm just watching the first half of this game. Margaretta remind me of you guys so much. They have the guards outside, but I think you guys do have a little bit of the size advantage inside against the likes of Liebacker and company. Just what have you seen out of Margaretta? And even I know you've known Wynford for 3 games, but what have you seen out of Margaretta, a team you probably haven't seen that much, if they could hold on to this? And
yeah, I mean, that's a good comparison, actually, because they have the 3 real good guards outside that can all shoot and handle the basketball well. They can get to the rim when they need to. And then, obviously, Kylie's kind of that difference maker that can play inside out, a little bit like Cadence. And then, they have Reagan, who kind of is a similar player that can play inside out a little bit, or Patrick, who's, plays down low. So, yeah, it's a good comparison. Obviously, they have a little bit of the experience factor and maybe the swagger factor a little bit because they've been there and done that type thing. But, I mean, I'm excited for the matchup if that's what it ends up being. But, hopefully Wynford can make a run here at them and make this a pretty good game in the second half. But we'll see. Wynford needs to make a couple shots. That's their big thing right now.
Yeah, they've been missing some shots. But, yeah, maybe we do see a Northern 10 district championship with everybody would love. But, we're looking forward to seeing this game between you and whoever on Saturday. Thank you for your time, Coach.
Appreciate it. Thanks for all you guys do for Northwest Ohio sports. It's awesome.
I appreciate that as well, Coach. That's what we do it for. We do it for the fans and the students. But we'll take one more quick break. When we come back, the Spherion Mid-Ohio halftime report, live and free on the OH Report.
At Bo Lacey Construction, they understand that finding the right company for your home improvement needs can be very stressful. The professionals at Bo Lacey Construction can help alleviate that stress. Quality materials, professional employees, and they offer great financing options along with 1 year of interest-free financing. So now is the very best time to get those energy-saving new windows, insulation, and vinyl siding installed. Call Bo Lacey Construction at 266-9916.
Today's girls basketball tournament broadcast brought to you live and free thanks to our generous sponsors. First Federal Community Bank. Banking locally just got a little easier. ArcelorMittal. Smarter skills for people and planet. Hiring now with competitive wages and benefits. Visit ArcelorMittal.com and click careers for more details. Spherion Mid-Ohio, let us help you build the career you want or the awesome team you want. We build real relationships with you so we can understand what you need and get it for you fast. Scout Construction, for all your spring cleaning needs, be it garage cleanouts, kitchen, or whole house remodels. That's actually the Red Box Plus reader. But Scout Construction, Bo Lacey Construction, experience you can trust, done right and on time. North Central State College, providing individuals with the knowledge, skills, and inspiration to succeed in their chosen paths. And Frito Lay, we are driven and inspired by a purpose, food that matters for life's moments, as we welcome you back inside the Spherion Mid-Ohio halftime report. And Coach, we've talked about it. I talked to Coach Venn about this first half for Margaretta. So let's get right into the stats. And it pops out right out on the screen. 3 of 17 field goals for Wynford. They're getting shots, they're just not hitting them.
The numbers tell the story. 3 of 17, just 18% from the floor, 1 of 9 from 3 for Wynford. And as you said, they've gotten good looks. Really, really good job of moving the ball, getting it to the shooter. Just haven't been able to knock those down, and that struggle has helped, put them in this 15-point hole.
Boards 16-7 as well for Margaretta. They're holding Wynford to 1 and done, but then on the other side, they're getting a lot of offensive boards.
They are. They multiple second chance points early in the game, and then in that second quarter, the tide really turned when Margaretta was able to break Wynford down, get open shooters outside the three-point line. They made except for the kind of desperation shot at the end. They made 4 consecutive three-point shots, and that really helped open up this game in that second quarter, which led to this 23-8 lead at the half for Margaretta.
Individual scoring in the first half. First for Wynford, 3 points from Alexis Steveley, 2 from Grace Stucky and Reese McGuire, and 1 from Zoe Whitmire. Margaretta, 6 from Lily Edwards, 5 from J.L. Keller and Eden Palomo, 4 from Kylie Liebacker, 3 from Reagan Heck. Score by quarter, 6-5 Wynford after 1. But then Margaretta came alive in the second quarter, 18-2 for the 23-8 lead. Margaretta looking to add on. That 3 is short, and that's how we'll begin quarter number 3.
Well, some good news for Wynford is, you got through the first half with both Stucky and Wagner, not committing their third foul. They both had 2 fouls early in that second quarter. They were able to get to halftime with both of them not picking up that third one.
Jumper off the glass, no good. Offensive board. Put back, no good though. And no foul called there. They let him play. And nonetheless, Margaretta will come out with the rebound. Liebacker now. Spin move, puts it up with the right hand, in and out, no good. Rebound, though, again, offensive board for Margaretta.
7th one of the night.
Lily Edwards backs it out. Gets it to Patrick, skip pass over to Palomo for 3. Hit the front of the rim, rolled across, no good.
Well, she didn't make it, but what a great read by Palomo. Margaretta came down, they're running the flex. She faked the flex cut, ran a flare off of that screen, had a good look. Just outstanding understanding of the game.
Gets it inside, spins, no good again. Ball deflected out, it will stay with Wynford with 6:45 left here in the third. Katie Wagner unable to hit that bucket.
Wynford going to spread the floor on the inbound, see if they can get an open roll. There it is.
Wagner with a tough bucket.
Good execution there by the Lady Royals. Spread the floor, screen, and roll to the passer. Able to get that one to go.
23-10 is the score. In the first 90 seconds, they matched their second quarter output. Edwards. Look for the screen, instead gets it back out as they work it around.
Yep, they came right out of the flex action into a high ball screen isolation look.
Nice crossover by Keller, gets it wide open 3 from Liebacker, and you can't do that.
Open threes are not good news for the Lady Royals because Margaretta is knocking them down.
Kylie's 7th, and that makes the score 26-10. Nice pass inside again, and the ball will fall.
Good, yes, like you said, good bounce pass to the post. Wagner made a nice little flash, delivered the ball.
Gets it back down to 14, 26-12.
Wynford with back-to-back baskets on the offensive end.
Gets it back out to Lily Edwards as they'll reset. Keller drives in, gets it to Liebacker. Palomo. She'll drive in, gets a nice moving, well, not moving screen, but box out screen. Liebacker unable to hit, though. And it's saved and goes to Wynford. Can they make it 3 possessions with a bucket in a row? Left side to Steveley. Back out. Reese McGuire for 3. Yes! They do make it 3 possessions in a row.
Well, Reese has had some really good looks. That one she caught in rhythm.
Lead down to 11. Patrick waits for the screen, doesn't like it. She'll dribble, go right side to Palomo for 3 and an answer.
She's pretty darn good.
Her second triple, she leads all scorers with 8. Right side, McGuire gets it inside, but too strong, out of bounds. It'll go back to Margaretta as we take a look at the triple.
Just real good job catching. As soon as she caught it, it was a quick release. Then you come back the other way and just real tight window there trying to get that post entry. That helper was there. Couldn't get a lot of loft on the ball. Tough angle to throw it in there.
Coming up on the midway point of quarter number 3, 29-15. Heck Looks inside, goes right side to a wide open Edwards for 3, but she's short. Engler across the timeline. Gets it inside to Stucky. That'll be a jump ball. It'll stay with Wynford with 3:48 left in the third.
On the Margaretta end, Keller ran a nice cut off of a screen, was open, didn't get it. They settled for the 3.
Take a quick look in at Ashland. Shelby with the 2-point lead with 3:30 left in the third.
Nice little third quarter spurt here by Shelby.
McGuire, too strong, and knocked out of bounds. As we almost lost Mark out of our crow's nest here.
This chair came out of nowhere.
It's turned into the WWE up here. Chairs being thrown. Bob Knight must be here. Nonetheless, everybody's all right. There were no Mark Bollingers harmed in this production.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, we might need you for a couple more games. Deep 3, in and out. Rebound to Wynford. You'd probably like Wynford to get this to within 10 by the end of the quarter.
Yeah, 10 to 12. Be a nice place for the Royals to get to. Margaretta scrambling a little bit here defensively. Get the ball rotated.
McGuire can't get the open layup to fall. She had the open look.
Yeah, tough night for Reese. Has had some nice opportunities.
Edwards resets with under 3 to play in the third. Edwards drives in, pulls it back out. Score update from Willard. Buckeye Central leading by 23 as they begin the third quarter. Safe to say that the Buckettes will play for its, I believe, 7th consecutive district championship as Margaretta turns it over.
Yeah, Buckeye Central.
You're used to that.
Yeah,
Central
Buckeye
district.
Central has been the epitome of excellence. Just so good for so long. Just an outstanding girls program.
Engler nearly lost the handle. Looks back door, but it deflected off of Margaretta. You heard Coach Neal below us yelling, back door, back door. Well, they read it right. Deflects off the foot of Keller, but she did her job.
Yeah, the Bears were prepared. Wynford tried to run the back cut. They were waiting on it with the ball, on-ball defender and the helper.
Quick jumper off the glass, too strong. Rebound fought for and taken out by Liebacker. She loses the handle. Wynford had it for a second, but gets it stripped away. Back comes Liebacker, full head of steam. Just around 3 defenders, didn't want to take the charge, and she makes them pay. 9 for Kylie, it's 31-15. That was a 4-point swing right there.
Quick swing. See, Margaretta settles down a little bit defensively. The last couple possessions, they've really scrambled. Wynford just unable to execute, get the ball to the shooters.
Take a look at the replay of the bucket. And you see she's running full speed, but nobody would step in front.
Yeah, defender locked up too early while she had her dribble, was unable to slide, potentially take the charge or at least take her to the corner. Royals really need a basket here.
And they turn it over instead. How many turnovers is that for Wynford?
9 on the night. Engler had the right idea. Again, just needed one more dribble to get to a better angle.
16-point lead here for the Lady Bears. 92 seconds left in the third.
A little different look here to start. Dribble handoff, or excuse me.
What a
high
pass.
post entry. Faked it, post to post.
And a timeout for Margaretta. I will say Coach Neal doesn't like keeping those timeouts in his pocket. A lot of.
I would agree. After mates.
Yeah.
After makes. It's,
but that's. He's a great coach for it though, because he's sets up different sets. It keeps the other team off guard by, getting those timeouts, changing things up, getting yourself set up. And at least twice it's led the runs.
Correct. And it's also a little bit different than if you're in a tight game where you want to maybe try to conserve some of those timeouts for the fourth quarter or in late game situations. You're up 18, you're in control right now. You feel like you can use the timeout maybe to do something special here, coming out of this and just give them a different look. And again, this could also be something where they're calling some timeouts, do something different just to give Coach Vint and Upper a different look for scouting report purposes. Just force them to spend a little bit more time on something else that you may not even use. And here comes the trap. So they start in a zone look and come out with the half-court trap, and they force Wynford to call the timeout.
So they ran it to perfection. It'll be a full timeout, so let's take things back to Ashland for the end of quarter three.
Look, she does not miss.
And now she's shot out of the cannon, keeping that scoring streak up. 7 straight here for the Truckers. And Shelby, they just want to take it into the fourth.
Yeah.
What a run here by Norwalk.
Wow. So we tuned in at the right time for that. Big run. Shelby had the lead last time we checked, but Norwalk finishes the quarter to take a 7-point lead into the fourth. Norwalk's good.
Norwalk's a real good team. Shelby's a nice team as well, real solid. But, yeah, Norwalk's got a real good squad, and it's going to be fun to see who can pull that one out in the fourth quarter. But real quick, going back to Coach Neal, just something that I love that, a lot of times fans in the stands may not see and stuff, but especially at tournament time, when you're playing against teams that you don't see a lot, you run something like this, maybe one possession, just to force Upper Sandusky to spend time and prepare for it that you will probably never run again. It's just some gamesmanship, just trying to create any little advantage you can get.
Now, how often did you do that?
A lot.
Did you?
A lot. We used to use all kinds of decoys. We would run our normal offense and, call Alabama or come up with a state name. It was the same play. We just called different things just to try to give people more issues to worry about on a scouting report.
Margaretta gets the board. Now with 30 seconds, they'll back out. They're going to run a 1-4 high set. Working their way around, back out to Edwards with 10.
Watch for a quick ball screen. Isolation look, there's the fake handoff.
Jumper off the iron, no good. Rebound to Wynford, so they hold that off, and that's how the quarter's going to end. We've played 3 here in this second district semifinal in the D3 Shelby District. Margaretta leading by 17.
At Lacey Construction, they understand that finding the right company for your home improvement needs can be very stressful. The professionals at Lacey Construction can help alleviate that stress. Quality materials, professional employees, and they offer great financing options along with 1 year of interest-free financing. So now is the very best time to get those energy-saving new windows, insulation, and vinyl siding installed. Call Lacey Construction at 266-9916.
What time is it, Mark?
Money time.
You darn right. Fourth quarter action underway. Margaretta 17-point lead. Will they hold on to face second-seeded Upper Sandusky back here on Saturday? Well, we'll find out in the next 7:30. Travis Berardi alongside Coach Mark Bollinger. Hopefully it's not a decoy of Coach Mark Bollinger with me tonight.
Nope, I think it's legit tonight.
Lady Bears start with possession. Just talking to Coach David Sheldon, husband of Amy Taylor Sheldon of Wynford. His Colonel Crawford Eagles take on top-seeded Colonel Crawford Eagles take on 10th-seeded St. Mary's Central Catholic in a game you'll see live and free right back here at Shelby tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Myself and Hayden Gray will be on the call. Boys sectionals finally kicking off. Long two goes.
Margaretta's been real efficient in the last 2.5 quarters on the offensive end. They struggled early, but they've settled in nicely.
Keller had her foot on the line, but still a very nice shot. And a turnover and a quick foul. But this is one of the best. This week and next week are the best weeks of the tournament because this week you get the boys starting off, girls are in districts, and then next week you get a few of those girls in regionals, and then you have a full district, slate for boys.
And you get
awesome.
into the real competitive games. You don't see the 91-3 scores.
You get the double-digit comebacks in the fourth quarter like we saw in the district final between Western Reserve and Crawford last year.
Yes. The stakes get higher, excitement gets higher, more people here. It's a great time.
20-point Lady Bears lead, 35-15. Wynford doing their job, though. They've held Margaretta to 35. It's just they can't get any of their shots to fall.
Yeah, defensively, you have to be pretty happy with the performance so far. It's just like you said, offensively, they scored 6, 2, and 7 in the 3 quarters we've played so far.
Palomo's runner, no good. Wynford will get it back with under 6 to play. And a jump ball. It'll stay with Wynford, but again, this defense, and I can't say this enough, this is reminding me of the first game.
Yeah, great defensive effort there individually by Edwards, just guarding the basketball, moving her feet, being active with her feet and with her hands, was able to get the jump ball. Wynford will retain possession, but just outstanding individual effort.
Lady Royals in a trap.
Diagonal skips open.
Stucky, though, takes it herself.
She had the baseline. She was able to get there and convert.
Her 4th point, it's 35-17. Lady Royals did have this down to 12, but a run at the end of the quarter gave Margaretta that cushion once again.
Margaretta has the ball handler's skill level just to spread the floor, be patient, running a real slow version of the flex. If it's not open, they just simply go and rescreen, maintain the dribble.
They lose the handle and get out in transition. It's a 3-on-1, now 3-on-2. Stucky jump stop, puts it up too strong. Offensive board, given back out. Left side, 3 for McGuire, yes! 5-0 run for Wynford, timeout, Coach Sheldon. Hold the phone.
You like to see the Lady Royals here continue to fight. Like you said, down 20. Could have been very easy just to pack it up and let this one go, play it out. But instead, they continue to play hard and get some good things to happen.
McGuire now with 8 points.
Last time out by the Lady Royals.
Margaretta still with 3, surprisingly. Seems like there were about 15 timeouts already taken in this game, but how about we look in on the 4th quarter?
Yeah, I'm curious to see that Shelby score.
Shelby's come back. It's a 1-point game. 5 minutes left in regulation. So that coming down to the wire. 5:01 remaining. If this game were to end before that, we will stick it here and send you to Ashland for the ending of that one. Because I can do that. Not only do I do play-by-play, I produce. I'm running this show, Mark.
You have the power.
I do. I will say Buckeye Central's game will be over by then. They're up big.
Yeah, are they to a running clock over there yet?
I'll take a look at the next stoppage.
Sounds good.
Liebacker. She scored 5 points here in the second half. Margaretta happy, running clock up 15. Midway point of the fourth. Nice pass inside, layup, good.
Again, good execution by Margaretta. They've done a good job, whatever set they've decided to run, able to get the shots they want. That one, they just broke down the Wynford defense.
McGuire along the baseline gives it up. 3 players with 8 or more for Margaretta, 4 with 6 or more. Liebacker's going to look for double digits, but she's short on it. Offensive rebound, though. She'll try it again. No good, and we have an injured Wynford player in the middle of the lane. Finally, we will get it.
Yeah, Reese McGuire, it looked like her ankle.
So while we do that, we will send you now to Ashland for the end. Well, for
it breaks for Brooklyn
we'll
Davis.
just send you to
I
Ashland.
don't see her sitting on the sideline very long before she's back in.
Yeah, quenching the thirst real quick. Got the pink water bottle. And Booker had it poked away right out of her hands. Albert does the same back at the other end to avoid an easy bucket there for Norwalk.
A little fatigue starting to set in here for some ball handling.
You're looking at a live look-in at the Division II Ashland District semifinal between Shelby and Norwalk. We'll bring it back here after the
handle
injury.
the pressure.
Koenig came up short. Nice job of contesting there by the Whippets without fouling. As we're halfway through this fourth quarter, and Coach Lance going to call a full timeout. Sometimes these just to try to catch your breath.
Right, exactly.
Doesn't necessarily have to be a message involved.
Right.
And I think Natalie, too, might just need to catch hers. You see how many defensive stances she's got in on the sideline tonight?
Right, right. This is a great opportunity for Coach Lance to, again, even you can call a play while your team's in the, in the midst of playing, but sometimes you have to sit them down, actually draw up the play that they probably ran 1,000 times, but to draw up the play to emphasize the execution so you can get a great look this time. And that's why the reason why a lot of coaches call timeout in this spot. 4 minutes to go. You want to get a really good look here, call a good set play that your kids are familiar with that they can execute, and get a good possession here and try to get a defensive stop. So I like the timeout because I think it was a lot of sloppy play on both sides, and I think they're going to take the opportunity here to call a set play and see if they can get a good look.
We've had few big runs in the contest.
Right.
Shelby got out to an early lead. Norwalk close to third on a nice run.
Right.
Other than that, it's been like a jab and then a.
We'll continue to monitor that game, but we have our own game to finish as walking off mostly on our own. Yeah, mostly on our own power was Kenna Caldwell. So 3:35 remaining. Margaretta gets the ball back. They had possession when the injury happened. They were waiting for the play to start, but nobody really started going. Liebacker double team, gets it back out to Palomo.
Just good
now to
patience.
Keller. Edwards into the lane. Nearly walked, but kept her pivot foot and gets it back out to Liebacker with 3 minutes left in regulation.
At this point in the game, the Bears willing to give up the good shot for the great shot. Time scorer on their side.
Liebacker. Offensive foul. Let's take a look at that.
Thought she may have been a little late getting there, but definitely a little late getting there. But if you're a fan of the Lady Royals, you'll take that. We'll go the other way.
Yeah. That is Kylie's second foul. Make sure to stay tuned after the game for the Spherion Mid-Ohio post game, as well as the ArcelorMittal MVP.
The Bears come back with that zone trap. Force
Somehow
another
that ball
Wynford
was
turnover.
saved. Keller, left side to Edwards. Edwards ball fakes, takes it to the hole, and then kicks it back out. Kylie for three. In and out, no good. And the ball will go to Wynford. I think that was last touched by Wynford, but they didn't call a foul either there, so I think it was a kind of like a makeup. We don't want to call a foul.
Yeah.
Let's continue this.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, Margaretta settles into the 2-3 zone. Not going to trap out of it yet.
This is an extended 2-3. It kind of looks like a 2-2-1 as well, the way they're running it. But
it's almost like
you see this wide angle. All 5 players though are moving with the ball.
It's almost like a 2-3 matchup.
Get a foul on the rebound. It's Wagner's third. Now I'm starting my voice. They feel my voice going after my 4th game in 3 days.
I think we'd see some substitutions here. Margaretta up 17, under 2 to go. Last thing you want to do is have a starter or somebody roll an ankle or
especially
something bad
linebacker
happen.
who just got back from an injury.
They just continue to spread the floor, run clock.
Keller looking for the double team, gets it to Edwards. She pulls up for 2, no good. Rebound fought for and taken by Wagner.
Probably not the shot Coach Neal wanted.
Gets it back out. We will have a substitution for Margaretta. Jumper's good. Steve Lee with her 5th, and Margaretta will get a timeout to make a couple of those substitutions.
Looks like they're going full timeout here.
You know what that means.
We're checking in.
Back to Ashland.
This is crunch time of money time, folks. Sub 3 minutes to go for a spot in the district championship. Lady Pirates of Perkins waiting on the other end. Offensive foul against Albert here on the moving screen. Oh, that's trash.
Wow.
That's as bad as it gets.
That's a tough call.
I mean,
that's a tough one.
Hey, I'm all in the officials' corners, but what are you doing?
That's a tough one. It has been a physical basketball game, and that is a tough call.
This is a foul.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Well, and I don't know what else you do when the girl who's got the ball doesn't miss.
So I guess officiating not at its best today, but we'll leave that for the critics in the OHSAA to determine that. Nonetheless, that's a 3-point game as we hit 1 minute remaining. And it'll be a turnover.
That don't look like there's a lot of contact there. Thought maybe Stucky fouled. Instead, they'll call the turnover, and Wynford will get possession back with a minute to go. Now they're starting to
Steve
empty
Lee
the bench.
checking out for the final time in her career, getting hugs. Now Reese McGuire.
It's always tough to watch these seniors come off the court for the last time. The amount of hours that they put into the game and the effort they put in. And except for one team, everybody always ends up coming up short. But
you and I have been in that position personally, too.
We've been there, yeah. It's hard, you know. Yeah. You spent so much time with, your teammates, many of them your best friends. And, yeah, unfortunately, it comes to an end, and it's going to come to an end tonight for the Lady Royals.
So the referee's letting them get through their hugs and everything before we continue on. Under a minute to play. Margaretta #1, Upper Sandusky #2, Saturday at 6 o'clock back here for the district championship. It'll be live and free on the OH Report. Now we can really start talking about that game.
Well, if you're Martin RPI, you're probably bragging a little bit, aren't you? They got it right.
Well, not in the D2 district, though.
We're talking here. Brag on the good stuff, ignore the bad, right?
Right. Whitmire hits the 3. Makes it a 37-25 game as that's knocked out of bounds. We'll take a look at the 3. should be the final seconds of this one. In the lane, forces it up, no good. Rebound, Margaretta, and that will do it. Margaretta wins it 37-25. They will take on Upper Sandusky for the district championship. But we're not done here. I promise you we'll watch the end of that Ashland district game. Let's take you there now.
What's up, Kathy? Nate cheering on the Truckers. Dora, good game. Go Whippets. Becca just has Brooklyn with a bunch of exclamation marks. I mean, that could have came at a lot of different periods, but that's a bad giveaway there for Smith. Just took her eye off the basketball.
Right.
Greg says Steve Gray read the stats on the radio, so we'll go track those down from our old friend Mr. Gray.
Right.
And if you can believe it, Bob Cassidy reminding us this was 7-8 at the end of the first quarter,
It
so
was.
these offenses getting it going now. Here's Hip looking to turn the corner. Koenig just stuck out one of her paws and knocked it down.
Like the aggressiveness for Demi Hip, being able to drive inside, you know, that's where they got to get. Just got to be able to finish.
Coach Lance with a TO, and they had two, so they've still got one more left, as does Norwalk. So I think there's a good timeout right here with 93 seconds to go. You gotta get a good look here if you're Shelby. So this is probably one of those situations, Effie. What's your best play that works in practice all the time?
Well, and to start, you got to run your best out-of-bounds play, because if you can score on the out-of-bounds under, and a lot of teams have trouble defending out-of-bounds under. It's not just a given. It's a different defensive look trying to defend an out-of-bounds under. So if you got a good out-of-bounds under play that can lead to an open look, that's what she's calling right now, to be able to get a look off of this out-of-bounds under play.
These special situations, as Joe Baylog calls them, they add up throughout the course of the night. And he's tracked so many analytics. He says typically if you can win this battle on the out-of-bounds plays, you're going to come out on top. We'll see what Coach Lance has up her sleeve here.
Right.
I might have to stand up. Everyone else is in front of me, Effie.
Right, I see.
It's going to be Hip, the trigger lady. And they'll come up top here for Charlie Neese. So probably not what they were trying to get out of that, at least not the easy look. Now Baker off the screen from Hip, who just got ran over by Davis. Bodies hitting the floor. Moser came away with it. Monster play there to go down to the floor and come away with the turnover. And now they're going to force Kenzie Smith to go earn it at the free throw line.
Yeah, that is, again, a great defensive stop, and getting that turnover there, that's a huge play. Those are the plays, those are the special plays that change the game. You know, a turnover in the course of the game is one thing, but in that position, where Shelby could have cut it to 2.
Kenzie Smith.
That's tough.
So big at the end of the win over Mansfield Senior at the free throw line. She was perfect down the stretch, looking to do the same here. Not that time, so still 2-score game though. Whippets need a bucket. Oh, Neese looked like she was gonna go in for a layup, lost the handle. And now she just throws it away. Davis comes out of the pack, leaves it off Moser. Sniped out of her hands, and it's off of her, so it's going to be Shelby basketball. What a play by Schwemley to get back.
Yeah, great hustle. Great hustle by Eve Schwemley.
Or actually, it's Hip.
Wow. Just not giving up on that play. Uh-oh. Gotta pick up the pace.
And welcome back to the ArcelorMittal MVP tonight, Margaretta guard, junior guard Lily Edwards. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
So tonight, a little bit of a slow start. Came out, we're down 6-5 after the first quarter. Wynford surprised you a little bit there in the first quarter?
I mean, a little bit, but we also weren't shooting the ball well. We needed to pick it up pick it up on defense.
Okay, well, you talked about shooting the ball well. You changed that personally. It was a tight game. You hit a couple big threes there in the second quarter. Were they offsets or just in the flow of your offense tonight?
I think it was just the flow of the offense, flow of the game.
Okay. You guys ran a lot of different looks tonight offensively, ran some flex stuff and things like that. Got some good looks, but the real story tonight, defensive effort. You really got after it. You held Wynford to 18% shooting in the first half. Great defensive performance. What were some of the keys coming in tonight defensively for you guys?
You know, just keep our mindset on the next game, you know, and we had to get through this. We had to make sure that, you know, we got the job done here and made sure our defense was key because they have some good shooters, they have good posts, so we just needed to lock them down.
And how many different defenses do you guys play in a game? It seemed like tonight you played a lot of different looks.
It varies on the team we play.
Varies on the team you play. Which is your favorite? Do you like that trapping zone?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can kind of tell you guys have a little bit of energy. Great job. You know, 1 point tonight. We talked about the defensive effort. At 1 point tonight. I know you're isolated out top. Did a great job sliding your feet. We're able to get a turnover there. You take a little bit of pride in your defensive effort.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can tell. So, congratulations on that. Now you move on. Number 1 seed Margaretta taking on number 2 seed Upper Sandusky. We're district finals on Saturday. Any quick thoughts on the Lady Rams?
I mean, they're a good team. We're going to need to play good defense.
Well, congratulations again and best of luck. So tonight, everybody, the second game of our doubleheader, the ArcelorMittal MVP was Margaretta junior guard Lily Edwards. Good luck to Lily and her teammates Saturday when they take on Upper Sandusky for the district final. So we will take a quick break. We'll come back and wrap it up here from Shelby High School.
At Bo Lacey Construction, they understand that finding the right company for your home improvement needs can be very stressful. The professionals at Bo Lacey Construction can help alleviate that stress. Quality materials, professional employees, and they offer great financing options along with 1 year of interest-free financing. So now is the very best time to get those energy-saving new windows, insulation, and vinyl siding installed. Call Bo Lacey Construction at 266-9916.
Yo, these are the bomb.
And they're air popped, not fried.
Hot corners. You're an artist.
Actually, Jesse, it's just basic ingredients. No, we don't eat our own supply.
Mr. White!
Jesse.
Everyone's gonna want to taste. And I know just the guy to talk to. What are these? We call them popcorners.
Say their name.
Popcorners! Time! Yeah! How much of this stuff do you have? We've got 6 signature flavors, John. 7! You make 7!
7 works. Popcorners. Break into something good.
We're gonna eat a lot of snacks together.
But enough about me. Let's start the show. Starring me.
Hop in the car, watch it go vroom, vroom. I told them all that I blow soon. Know as a child back in the womb. Oh, told them step back, I need my room. Hop in the car, watch it go vroom. I'm in a whip, so I gotta zoom. They tryna talk, they not in the room. I've been so real, I'm back to the tomb. They in the way.
Coffee light on the soy milk and gently stirred. Don't forget the sugar this time either.
I'm doing fine. Don't see the vision, they looking so blind. I hear my
Tonight's tournament basketball action brought to you live and free on the OH Report thanks to our generous sponsors. First Federal Community Bank. Banking locally just got a little easier. ArcelorMittal. Smarter steals for people and planet. Hiring now at competitive wages and benefits. Visit ArcelorMittal.com and click careers for more details. Spherion Mid-Ohio. Let us help you build the career you want or the awesome team you want. We build real relationships with you so we can understand what you need and get it for you fast. Scout Construction, with more than a decade of business, you can trust Scout Construction with your roofing and siding needs. Call Scout Construction for more information at 419-989-7240. Lacey Construction, experience you can trust, done right and on time. North Central State College, providing individuals with the knowledge, skills, and inspiration to succeed in their chosen paths. And Frito Lay, we are driven and inspired by our purpose, food that matters for life's moments, as we welcome you back inside the Spherion Mid-Ohio post-game show as I catch my breath. Travis Berardi back with Mark Bollinger as Margaretta, the top seed, moves on 37-25 over Wynford.
Well, the scoring was low as we expected if we thought Wynford was going to get a win. 37-25. Margaretta struggled in the fourth quarter, only able to score 4 points. So low-scoring game you'd have thought would have played into Wynford's favor, but Margaretta just so much more efficient offensively, and as we talked about a lot throughout the broadcast and even in the interview, just the Margaretta defense was just the difference tonight in this ball game.
Taking a look at the final stats brought to you by Spherion Mid-Ohio. 10 of 34 was Wynford from the field, 4 of 12 from 3, although Margaretta 13 of 37 from the field, but they were 6 of 17 from 3, 5 of 8 from the line. Wynford was 1 of 4. Turnovers about the same, boards about the same, but it was just that stretch in the second quarter, 18-2 in favor of Margaretta. That was the difference.
Yeah, it was the difference, and it was that three-point shooting. They went that stretch where they made 4 straight threes. And when you do that lead goes from 4 or 5 to 12 to 15 really quickly, and Wynford just never was able to recover.
Some individual scoring here as we wrap things up. First for Wynford, Reese McGuire finishes with 8, Alexis Stevely with 5, Grace Stucky, Katie Wagner, and Zoe Whitmire all with 4. As for Margaretta, Kylie Liebacker and J.L. Keller each with 9, Eden Palomo with 8, Lily Edwards with 2 big threes that really sparked that second quarter run for 6 points, Reagan Heck with 3, and Jennifer Patrick with 2. So that'll set it up. Number 1 versus number 2 on Saturday for a district championship. Margaretta versus Upper Sandusky, 2 teams that are pretty much alike.
Very, very similar teams in how they play the game and their approach. Defensively, Margaretta is going to trap a little bit more, where Upper Sandusky is going to be a little bit more solid in the half court, but it should be an outstanding matchup. So if you're not going to watch it here on the OH Report, come on out to Shelby because it's going to be a good one.
It will be a great one indeed. But that'll wrap things up here from Shelby and our 2 district semifinal games. I want to thank everybody that helped make things possible. Desmond Lawrence on the camera tonight for us, as well as our sponsors. We'll thank our sponsors here, as my graphic did not work. So want to thank First Federal Community Bank, our scoreboard sponsor, ArcelorMittal, our MVP sponsor, Spherion Mid-Ohio, our pregame, post-game, and halftime sponsor, Scout Construction, instant replay sponsor, Lacey Construction, North Central State College, Frito Lay, our commercial sponsors. I want to thank the Shelby Athletic Department as well as the OHSAA for allowing us to be here tonight to bring you this tournament game live and free. And most importantly, we want to thank you, the fans, for watching. Margaretta pulls out the victory to head to yet another district championship game. They'll take on Upper Sandusky. For Mark Bollinger, I'm Travis Berardi saying so long from Shelby.